Hello, this is Michael Longe with PhotoHotspot. I have it named differently here just for IDE purposes, but it is still PhotoHotspot. So the general overview of what our app is supposed to do is we're supposed to be able to write notes or take notes down. It's supposed to be a notepad app that saves locations of photo shoots that you want to go to, and that you may want to share with other people. And then, sort of to aid with that, the general idea was there's supposed to be a map or a Google Map API that was used to kind of augment that so you could find locations, and then you could also use that to kind of share the locations or at least have them saved to the phone so that you can have a visual for where you want to go. So, starting here in the main activity, I have pretty much put just the buttons and first two things that we're going to need in there. So this button here is an on-click activity that opens a map, and this here is an open or a view that will open the notepad. So we had everything named according to how sort of design guidelines for Android by making sure that they're named correctly and named something that is easily identifiable. We have our activities and our intents. So main activity, and then it kind of moves to Notepad, and main to maps. And that maps activity is what contains our Google Map here. So moving on to maps activity, maps activity, we use sort of the instructions, especially for the Google API, customized it so that it would automatically open to Cincinnati, Ohio. In fact, it actually opens to UC, and that's like the first pin location because we would imagine that the people who would be using this app would be at UC. So it can be kind of easy to find them without having to get their location and asking for permissions or getting that permission from them on the app. So this opens up there. The latitude and longitude is set, and that is UC. And we have that called UC marker, and that's how it shows up in the app. So this is just the XML file for the home activity with our text view, which allows us, which is going to be for the notepad, and then our action button here, which is, I believe this one is a save button, and then this button here is what is used to open the notepad. Here in the notepad activity, we have the methods for saving, and essentially what's going to happen here is once you type something down, you press the save button, and this notification here, which is an event, try and catch, is supposed to grab or kind of tell you if it's saved properly or if there was something that happened with it or an error that it caught. Then this maps activity is just kind of general what's given to you when you use the Google Maps. This is the design. It's a very simple design. We kind of had to readjust what we were, sort of the scope of our project and what we were trying to do because of kind of design guidelines, but also limitations and how we could make this app happen. So we just have a simple open notepad and open map, and you use the back button to get back in the app, or if you need to go to the last, close the keyboard. And then this notepad activity here is kind of what we use to come up with a design for the notepad. We have like the, oh, what was that? We have the Android hint, which just tells you to type here, and that kind of helps in telling because the main screen is actually, this whole main screen is a text view, I believe, and you actually type here instead of like up here or something, so it kind of just helps give the user an idea of where they need to be looking. So we'll actually just go ahead and run the app. Okay, we're going to run it on a Pixel 2 with API level 27. So here we go. We have our emulated phone. This build is still running. Okay. So now, when we click opening options here, probably just going to take a second. My fan is spinning. All right. And here we are in opening options. We have the option here to open a notepad. So we're going to click on that. And now we're given an option to type here. And because we have, oh, it's just lagging a bit. Should I reload this? Alright, so we're just going to say this is a test. And we can save that. So this would be where a user writes their notes, maybe a location for a photo shoot that they want to take. And they can back out of that. Then they have the option to open the map. And as I said before, the map is going to open up to a default location of UC. In the future, I would plan to have that open to where the user currently is, but as of right now, it's called right there, UC marker. You can just kind of just keep clicking on that. And there we go, University of Cincinnati. Just Google it. If it'll let me go near. Yeah, there we go. Boom. And then wherever that person saves, they can hit directions or hit the directional, and then it'll take them to just the general Google Maps. Allow them to navigate to where they want to go. Okay, so that is opening options. Thank you.